Zach, we're proud to have one of your Ben guys coming over to Oregon State. We're really excited about Joel Scotty. He's a great athlete. He's a great linebacker. He did a great job of running the football over there. So we're really, really proud of him choosing Oregon State. What specific characteristics did we see in Joel? You know, first of all, it's very, very simple. His size and his speed and his productivity. You know, he was a real productive runner. He's a great producer on defense, making plays, and of course he's like physically ready to play. He could make an impact right away because he can run. He's big enough right now, and he's a very, very good athlete. I love a middle linebacker that's also a runner, like Keaton Christic was a great runner in high school, and I love the combination of a middle linebacker or a linebacker and a sprinter in track. That's a pretty good sign right there. Yes, we have him definitely earmarked to play defense. He's one of the 2 young linebackers that we're bringing in, and we have recruited him all along as a linebacker. Thank you.
You know, you said you lost a couple of cornerbacks late into the recruiting process. Can you talk a little bit about how much, you know, losing your defensive backs coach so late into the process affected that?
Well, it might have affected one guy in the class. I would say that that's possible, and you know, that's part of the ramifications of what you get into. You know, you spend a lot of time and a lot of money in doing this stuff, and then you know, a lot of this, and you see it all over the place. The timing of a coach leaving, whether it's an assistant coach or a head coach, can affect some decisions. And I would say that one of them may have been, not necessarily do I know that, but one may have been affected by that. But that's rather subjective, and something in the long run. We're getting past that right now today. We're on to the next deal.
And then another thing I was thinking about was, you know, a lot of your skill position players like Sean Mannion or, you know, Agnew or younger guys, how much of that was used in selling to recruits that our guys are young and, you know, when you're playing a lot, you know, we should be pretty good?
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't have to sell it. These kids know. You know, I think one of the great things about the recruiting process now is I think the recruits are smarter than some of the adults that are trying to recruit them. They have an awareness about them that's pretty special, and some of these guys that have that awareness already know, you know, that they can look at this roster and look at who's there and then fit themselves in and see that vision, and that's really important, I think, and so that's absolutely a major factor in what a lot of these guys are doing.
Mike, obviously a logistical challenge of recruiting somebody in Samoa, but what is the challenge of just evaluating a player from there and where he fits for you?
You know, Bob, that's a good question, and probably in the old days that would have been really, really difficult, but with the way technology is today, and I'm not a technological guy, but we get film. We get pretty darn good film from Samoa, right, Andy? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's football film, and they're playing in the stadium, and it looks like football. And so you can evaluate it and look at these guys as athletes. And I got to make a trip over there, and it was one of the great times I had in recruiting this year, was going and spending a day. And I visited 5 high schools and did a home visit and saw the stadium that they all play in, and it was fantastic. So it is